Hello and welcome to the Big Ideas Show. I'm Liu Batchelor and I'm joined today by Melissa Dawkins from Made in Ashford. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
In a very lovely bright dress. I love it.
It's groovy, isn't it?
It's very groovy. So can you tell us though, what is Made in Ashford all about? What do you do?
Made in Ashford is a collaborative shop share. We have 50 different creative businesses under one roof.
Brilliant. Sounds good. We're going to hear more about that after these titles. Thank you for joining us here on the Big Ideas Show. This is the show all about taking a look at some of the community-focused businesses and projects that are going on in our community and looking at the values and the motivation behind them. I want to start by saying a big thank you to our supporters. We have the Glass Whiteboard Company and the Grand in Folkestone for being our supporters and helping us make this happen. But without further ado, Melissa, I'm going to come to you, and our discussion today is, well, it's about all the amazing projects you do, but they all very much have this focus on supporting women and kind of potentially minority groups to get into alternative employment, isn't it? Can you tell us about, like, you've got loads of different projects. Can you give us like a hint of some of the different things and how they're helping different groups?
So our main shop sells products from creative businesses, and using the skills of our tenants, we have created workshops to help people create their own businesses from that. So at the moment we're working with a group of Syrian women who are learning to create different products and hopefully be able to have a self-employed business making something themselves. That project has only just started, so we're kind of experimenting at the moment, having a bit of fun. We're also going to be working with some young people to show them that there are different routes to employment, that if standard academia is not quite for them, which it certainly wasn't for me, then there are other ways to make a living in this world. You know, you don't have to just get your A-levels, go to university, go into a job. There are other ways. And as well, we support a lot of mothers. I mean, a lot of our tenants are mothers. So after having children, going back to their previous careers or working a standard 9 to 5 just doesn't work. So we are enabling those people with amazing skills to have businesses and be able to have flexible working conditions. And we also have noticed that many of our tenants have had mental health issues, which kind of does go quite hand in hand with creativity. But by having a great support network, which our shop really is amazing, you go in there and it's just full of colour and it's just like this awesome hug of colourful loveliness. And all of our guys that, because our tenants who sell in the shop also work in the shop, so there is complete support there. And they even go on to become the trainers who train the new tenants how to work and the customer service skills. So it's a really wonderful environment to be in.
Brilliant. It sounds like a brilliant cycle of creativity and ideas and collaboration, which is wonderful. So what's your story that's kind of got you to this place of do you create all of that? Are you the one that's kind of started it up?
I am, yeah, but I mean, I did have my own creative business. I mean, so it does go back to school for me. So academia, well, I didn't quite fit in that well with that. I managed to just about get some qualifications out of that and get myself to uni, but it was totally not for me. I nosedived at that. And then I moved to London, started my own business, making clothes, which was an incredible experience, but I was rubbish at the business side of things, and I felt quite isolated. And I think that then I came back to Kent, and I started a career in retail. So the two things together have kind of brought me to this place where I have a shop, but I also help small businesses form. So I also still have my own creative outlet, which is still making clothes, such as this sparkly dress. That I think for me has been the support network that I've always craved, and now I've got it, and I totally love where I am.
That's amazing. So it sounds really much that you're giving other people the support that you would have wanted.
Yeah.
That network.
And I need their support as well. I mean, they are, amazing. I mean, I think because all of us have a bit of an experience of, well, most of us have an experience of anxiety, mental health issues, that it's kind of recognised when each other needs that support. And we're all friends as well now. I mean, there's 50 of us. We're like a good, large friendship group.
Yeah, that's really cool. You've got to love that. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to be chatting some more. We're going to take a quick break now, but we'll be chatting more after these titles. You're here with me and Melissa. We have been talking about, all of the great stuff you're doing, and I think it's wonderful that giving people that alternative to traditional kind of education, which maybe they've got, which think they have to go down the traditional route, but you're saying no, it doesn't have to be. You can find your own path.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Which sounds wonderful. But I want to hear a bit more about some of the specific projects and successes and things you've done. I'm sure there's loads of amazing, creative, wonderful things. What is something that maybe sticks out in your mind as a particular project or success?
Well, there's one that I'm really excited about. I was approached by a local lady who is the front woman of a band. And in Ashford, we have a festival called Create, and she's been asked to perform. And because she wants to show female empowerment, and specifically Ashford's female empowerment and inspirational women, she's asked me to make a dress and to get load of women together to help create this dress. So we have had this idea about getting inspirational local ladies all together to talk about their stories and transform it somehow into a dress.
So that project sounds wonderful. What are some of the other things you've got coming up or that you maybe done in the past?
Okay, so we've got a few projects with Bear Bazaar, who is another one of our tenants. So they're
who was one of my other guests recently?
Yeah, she was. So they are a plastic-free grocery business. And so a lot of the emphasis is on sustainability. So we have got workshops where we've collaborated to make pieces of art and functional things for the shopping centre that we live in, out of recycled plastics, so we're repurposing things, making eco bricks, and we'll be making art and things out of that with people from the community can come and help with those projects.
Brilliant. And what, I guess, some of the people that are part of your group, the 50 strong group, which sounds amazing, what is the difference that it's made for them? Have you had people that, were in maybe kind of struggling to work out what they were going to do, but now have got thriving businesses? Have you got any kind of particular case studies or people in your group that particularly inspire you?
Yeah, totally. I mean, actually, everyone inspires me, but there are some standout people. I mean, some of the people that started 4 years ago, we started the shop, that have their businesses have just exploded, and that's been an incredible thing to see. So they now do trade shows, they're in other shops. I mean, we do collaborate with the other similar craft and handmade shops. So that's been a really wonderful thing that we collaborate with all the different ones in Kent. And there is, in fact, one of the wonderful businesses here in the audience tonight,
nice.
Kate's Baker Mosaic Muse, and her business has gone from strength to strength. In fact, she does say that Made in Ashford was one of her first things that she ventured into, and now she displays her artworks in galleries all over Kent. Wow. So and she has gone from being a teacher and gone into this creative business because that wasn't right for her anymore in her life, and has been able to make an amazing business out of it.
That's brilliant. I love this idea, yeah, that you're collaborating, coming together and saving people so much time, I guess. When you try and do it on your own, it can be really tough, can't it? Whereas you have people around you, they can support you, give you that little bit of encouragement or that one tip, like you said, some of those bits of business advice that can make or break.
Totally, and because we're a shop, we are a draw for customer. So, I mean, it's just been an amazing thing for us to be able to have that one-to-one with our customers, and it is great market research for any of the tenants to be on the shop floor in that kind of customer-facing role, but also to be able to see other different businesses' products and be able to help sell those as well.
Brilliant. I love this kind of, it's an organic learning, I think, that we get from being around other like-minded people and you know, mutual support. So I really like it. Brilliant. So the way you describe the place, I think there's going to be lots of people who be like, that sounds amazing. I want to go into this brightly coloured hug of creativity. Where can they find out more information online, but also where are you in the real world?
So madeInAshford.com is our website, and we are in Park Mall in Ashford. That's where we live.
Brilliant. So people can check you out, come and see some of your great stuff. Melissa, thank you very much. It's been wonderful having you on.
Cool.
And thank you for listening and joining us here on the Big Ideas Show. And if you have a project, maybe you're doing something great in the community, a collaboration, then please do get in touch. We are the Big Ideas Show on all of the social media channels. And the final thing just to say is a big thank you to everyone who has contributed and made the Big Ideas Show possible. They are our sponsors, the Glass Whiteboard Company, our venue, which is the Grand in Folkestone, and to all our contributors. We have Hax from Prisma Broadcast, who is right there on camera 1. We have Glenn on camera 2, and we have Hannah on camera 3. And also behind the scenes, we have Erin from 6-2 and Warren from Flourish. So thank you to all of them. Thank you to our wonderful live audience, and thank you out there for listening. We'll see you next time.